Let's be honest, most men are focusing on completely the wrong things to become more attractive. You're told you need a massive glow up, the perfect gym body, a new designer wardrobe, or flawless skin. Let me know in the comments, which of these myths have you felt the most pressure to achieve? 1, 2, or 3? While those things can help, they are not the secret. The truth is, women subconsciously notice a set of subtle, high-signal behaviors far more. That is the hidden system I'm going to teach you how to unlock in this video. It's called the Unspoken Attraction Code, a set of simple yet powerful habits that signal genuine confidence and self-worth, which you can start today. And the very first, most critical part of this code has nothing to do with what you say. It's all about how you carry yourself. Let's start there. So what's the first part of this unspoken attraction code? It all starts with mastering your presence, the signals you send before you even say a word. The first habit is to treat self-care as a ritual, not something you rush through when you remember. This isn't about vanity. It's a quiet way of showing that you respect yourself. Things like intentional grooming, a clean, subtle scent, and neat nails might feel small to you. But women read these as signs of self-respect and emotional stability. What women actually notice is the pattern. You look consistently clean, put together, and safe to get close to. When your appearance says, "I take basic care of myself," women assume you have higher standards for your life in general. Look at David Beckham. He became a global style icon not through some extreme body transformation, but through consistent, intentional self-care. His grooming and the fit of his clothes are almost never sloppy. As he put it, "For me, grooming is not only about how you look, but how you feel." That's the mindset you want to copy. Simple, repeatable habits that make you look and feel a little sharper every day, not a dramatic one-time overhaul. And the reassuring part is this. Women respond to that steady attention to detail, not to whether you've completely rebuilt your body. You don't need a perfect body to use this part of the code. You just need to show up for these small details consistently. Second, dress for the body you have now. The fit of your clothes is fundamentally more important than the brand or the price. Well-fitting clothes create clean, intentional lines and show that you see yourself clearly instead of hiding. What women actually notice when your clothes fit is that you look more grounded, more adult, and more comfortable in your own skin. Hiding in baggy clothes or waiting to buy good clothes until you have your goal body quietly broadcasts insecurity and procrastination. A simple, well-fitting shirt on you today will do far more for your real-world attractiveness to women than any designer piece you promise yourself someday. Third, master your at-rest posture. How you stand and sit is like a constant, silent broadcast of your confidence. When your shoulders are relaxed back, chest open, and head up, you instantly look taller and more athletic. Women read that as calm strength. A hunched, folded posture gives off stress, self-doubt, or "I don't want to be seen" energy. And this isn't just a feeling. In posture studies published in journals like Personality and Individual Differences, observers consistently rated men with upright posture as more confident and more attractive partners than men who were slouched. So when you stand well, your body is quietly saying solid and reliable before you ever speak. The key is making that your effortless default, not a pose you force for 30 seconds. One practical way to build the deep core and back strength for this is Pilates. It trains those stabilizing muscles so standing tall starts to feel natural instead of forced. So with these 3 habits, your grooming ritual, the fit of your clothes, and your default posture, you've built the foundation. The hardware is in place. You now look the part. But this is where most men stop, and it's a huge mistake. A man who looks confident but can't connect is just a well-dressed statue. Now that you're sending the right signals from a distance, we need to install the software. We need to talk about how you create genuine connection up close. That's the next layer of the code. Code 2 of the Unspoken Attraction Code runs on one simple rule. Stop trying to impress her. Start trying to connect with her. When your goal shifts from, "How do I look?" to "How do we feel together?" you feel less pressure to perform, and you actually come across as more attractive. This is about building a bridge, not putting on a show. The second part of the code is built on 3 specific habits. First habit in Code 2, master your pacing by speaking slowly and deliberately. When you rush your words or mumble, you unconsciously signal anxiety and a lack of conviction, as if you don't believe your own words deserve space. What women actually notice in that rushed delivery is nervous energy we have to manage. When you slow down, pause, and enunciate, you signal that you're grounded. This subtle shift in tempo changes the energy. We relax and hold eye contact longer. Second habit, project warmth through your expression. A lot of guys keep a neutral, harsh face, thinking it looks mysterious. What women actually see is someone closed off. That reads as not safe, don't approach. The simplest countersignal is a relaxed, genuine smile, not a fake grin, just some softness around your eyes and mouth. Multiple evolutionary psychology studies, including work by Okubo and Lan's team, show that a warm smile boosts attractiveness because it signals trust and safety. It's not about grinning nonstop. It's about letting a little warmth show so she can feel your good intentions before you speak. Finally, the most important habit in this code, listen with genuine curiosity. What women actually notice with many men is that you're just waiting for a gap to jump in with your own story. That makes us feel like a prop for your monologue. That's the wrong pattern. Listening just to grab the ball back. The right pattern is listening to understand her world, then proving it with a follow-up question. That subtle shift changes the energy to, he actually cares who I am, instead of, he's trying to impress me. Harvard Business School researchers found that people who ask more follow-up questions are better liked and more likely to get a second date. So practice questions like, what made you start that? Or, what's been the best part of it for you? These are connection-building machines that let curiosity carry the conversation, so you don't need endless witty lines. With Code 1, you've dialed in your physical presence, and with Code 2, your communication habits. Together, they already make you far more magnetic. But there's one final piece of the code. Without it, everything else can still feel like a performance. Your real character, the part women watch the closest, shows up in how you behave when you think no one is watching. That's what we're decoding next. So let's decode it. This is the third and final cluster of the Unspoken Attraction Code, the core. This isn't about what you do, but who you are, especially when you think it doesn't count. Women pay the closest attention to the moments you assume are invisible, how you treat people who can't give you anything, what your life looks like when no date is scheduled, and how you react when stress hits. We are masters at spotting the gap between performance and pattern. Start with quiet, consistent kindness. Performative charm is being extra sweet to her. True character is treating the waiter with the same respect as the CEO. She's not just watching how you treat her, she's watching how you treat the barista who gets your order wrong. One is an act for her benefit, the other is who you are when there's nothing to gain. Picture this. The barista messes up your drink. One guy sighs, rolls his eyes, maybe makes a sarcastic comment. The other smiles, says, "No worries, take your time," and means it. What women actually notice in that moment isn't the coffee. It's whether our body relaxes or tenses around you. Calm, respectful kindness makes us feel safe in our nervous system, not just impressed on the surface. That's when she mentally files you under safe to invest in, instead of just another performer I have to be careful with. And this shows up in the data too. A 2024 study reported in SciPost found that when people are choosing a long-term partner, they rank kindness and intelligence above physical appearance on average. So your everyday pattern of how you treat people isn't just being a good guy. It's one of the strongest attraction signals you have. Then there's your routine, because consistency is character in motion. A stable rhythm, regular exercise, a reasonably tidy place, basic structure to your work and sleep. doesn't have to be perfect, but it does have to be real. Those small repeated choices send a powerful nonverbal signal of self-discipline. From a woman's perspective, this is what it looks like. She walks into your place, and it's not a showroom, but it's clean enough that she's not dodging piles of laundry and old dishes. She notices you show up on time, week after week, and that you follow through on small plans you make with yourself and with her. What women actually notice here is consistency. Do your words and your life match? That subtle shift from, is he going to drop the ball, into, he clearly takes care of things, changes the energy immediately. She feels more relaxed around you because you read as reliable, emotionally regulated, and capable of building a life that isn't constant damage control. Now contrast that with the chaos guy. Always late, always having a crazy week, apartment in permanent disaster mode. Women don't read that as spontaneous and fun. We read it as, if I get close to him, I'm signing up to be his mother, therapist, and crisis manager. Attraction drops, not because of one messy room, but because the pattern screams instability. And the apex of your core is how you handle pressure. Your reaction to small annoyances is a massive tell. The flight gets delayed. The restaurant loses your reservation. Someone cuts you off in traffic. One man snaps at the gate agent, blames the hostess, or spends 20 minutes raging in the car. Another takes a breath, maybe cracks a joke, and starts problem solving. What women actually notice in those moments isn't the problem. It's your emotional leadership. If you panic, complain, or lash out, the signal is clear. When life gets real, I become another problem you'll have to manage. Her body goes on alert, and attraction quietly drains because you feel like a liability, not a partner. But when you stay grounded, okay, no table here, let's find another spot. We'll be fine. You're actively broadcasting competence. This subtle shift changes the energy from I'm not safe to I can relax, he's got this. Every minor frustration becomes an opportunity to send the message, I can handle life. We're okay. Women are constantly, silently recalibrating attraction based on those stress tests. Calmness isn't passive. It's a visible form of emotional intelligence and self-control. And yes, that's hot. In a world filled with anxiety, being the man who can remain the calm eye of the storm isn't just mature, it's a superpower. It makes you the rock, the safe harbor women naturally move toward when everything else feels unstable. And that is the Unspoken Attraction Code. 3 pillars. Master your presence, how you show up. Master your connection, how you relate. And master your core, who you are. The point is, you don't need a massive glow up. Women respond to small, consistent habits that signal confidence and self-respect. Your first step, pick one habit from this code and focus on it for this week. Maybe standing tall in line, maybe asking one more follow-up on a date. When a man repeats one upgraded behavior, women read it as this is who he is, not a performance. Most guys do crash diet self-improvement, try to fix everything at once, burn out, and nothing in how women respond changes. If you stick to one habit, you'll notice small shifts, smoother conversations, longer eye contact, her body turned towards you. You're not becoming a different person. That one clear, consistent habit just makes your real value easier for women to read. If this guide gave you a clear first step, give this video a like. And to keep mastering this language, make sure you subscribe. Your journey starts now.